Good morning everybody, it's John here, and today I've got the very exciting job of introducing you to the brand all new Hohem V3 Ultra smartphone gimbal with its AI multimodal tracking mode. Now this is a fantastic, exciting new product packed with new features that are going to transform your video and photo taking using the gimbal. So before we get into the really exciting part of running through all the new features and functions of this fantastic new gimbal, I thought it would be very worthwhile to have a look at the spec sheet and see just how this compares with the opposition in the marketplace. So before we get into the fun stuff, let me just run you through how this particular V3 Ultra gimbal compares to its main competitors. Taking a look at this chart in front of you, you can see the three main competitors to the Hohem iSteady V3 Ultra listed on this chart. Now, one of which is Hohem's own iSteady V3, which is still available at a lower price point. You have the DJI Osmo 7P, and you have the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro. Now, if we go back to the iSteady V3 Ultra, you will see there is a price of US $189. Now these prices are suggested prices. This video is being made in advance of the official launch, so the prices may change on launch day, but this is an indication for you. So diving into the specs here, the key thing, if you look at the V3 Ultra, if you run down the specifications, is the first point, the multimodal AI tracking, which tracks people, animals, and other objects with the CCT light integrated. Now this is a great feature, and we'll run through this in detail later. And then you have the 1.22 inch color touch screen remote control for, as they say, intuitive parameter setting with live feed monitoring and tracking of your selected target. Now this is fantastic, and of course it's removable from the gimbal and works up to 10 meters from it. You've got the built-in extension pole and the pull-out tripod at the bottom, and you've also got the 1/4 inch threaded hole, so if you want to use a more substantial tripod for more difficult filming conditions, you can screw in your favorite tripod to the gimbal. You've got a foldable and 3-axis stabilization with great locking for the 3 axes without having separate locking switches. It's all done with tags and sockets, which makes it very convenient and very secure without any risk of breakage. And the excellent feature next is the 400 grams payload, which means it can accommodate your largest phones with ease. If you drop down to the controllable range, on the pan, it can pan 360 infinite, which means it can keep rotating, which is an excellent feature. Roll and tilt, as you can see, are listed there. Smartphone width, it can handle the largest smartphones. It, for instance, takes the Galaxy Ultra smartphone range easily, and it will take all the largest phones from iPhone through all the Android competitors. Further down, you will see that the native camera tracking is built in, and you have AI tracking in third-party apps available. Gesture control, you've got start AI tracking, stop AI tracking, shutter control through gestures, and you have a button switch on the remote control to rotate between landscape and portrait mode, and you've got customized composition using the double L gesture, where using smartphone and the AI tracking, you can select in the frame where you want to be. The touchscreen, it just clarifies that as the 1.22 inch full color touchscreen with the intuitive parameter setting, live feed monitoring and target tracking selection. It's also got a scenario function where you can have auto pan rotation at various speeds, so you can go from one turn to an infinite number of turns while you're recording, and you can change the speed that that is operating at. And you have the same thing in the roll mode, where you can rotate up to 180 degrees either clockwise or anti-clockwise. The great thing about this gimbal is it doesn't require a Hohem app to operate. You can use your native camera app on your phone, and all the functions and features, once you're connected via Bluetooth, you can operate through the touchscreen remote. So you can record and stop and start using the button without using an additional app. Now, of course, as an option, you're welcome to load the Hohem app, which has some additional features over and above your native camera app. It has composition features, hints and tips, all sorts of information on there, plus a camera mode. So you can use the camera mode to do all your video and recording needs, but it isn't required. You can use your native camera app without any other apps required. Now, if you compare this, you will see on the Hohem V3 Ultra, the key features are highlighted in red, which makes it quite easy and obvious of the additional features that this gimbal has. Now, if you look at down on the second, on the lower page there, where you've got touchscreen, you can see this is the only gimbal in its class that has the 1.22 inch detachable remote control color touchscreen. Now, this is a fantastic feature, and no other gimbal in its class has this. It's also got the largest payload capacity at 400 grams, where all the other gimbals in the list are at 300 grams. And the other key thing is that the quality, which you can't tell from looking at this video, but the build quality is absolutely superb, and I would say that this easily matches and exceeds the very best in the marketplace. So these are some of the key features. You're welcome to read through and have a good look before we get into the video itself, showing you how all these functions and features operate on the amazing new Hohem V3 Ultra gimbal.